Last time on FamiThon. Nope, I don't think so. Done. I beat it. Who cares about that princess? I can stroke myself. Goodbye. See ya. I should make another video. It's 1986 and Hudson is currently swimming in piles of money from some of their biggest hits on the Famicom. One of which being Star Force, which I pretty much bring up in every shoot 'em up review for a good reason. It was really popular and changed shoot 'em ups for the better. The only problem was that Star Force was not Hudson's game, it was Tecmo's. And now that Tecmo is hopping on the Famicom bandwagon, Hudson needs to find a way to keep the Star Force gold coming, by making a shoot 'em up very similar to Star Force. But we need a new name, gentlemen. What will we call our new shoot 'em up series? Born is Star Soldier, the first of Hudson's main shoot 'em up series. Although for a long time a single entry, it eventually got some sequels on the TurboGrafx 16, including a shameless Parodius knockoff. I'll get into Star Soldier in a second, but I should mention something Hudson did back in the day. It was called the Hudson All Japan Caravan Festival, a competition focusing on shoot 'em ups, specifically ones Hudson would produce every year. It started in '85 with their port of Star Force, and in '86 it was Star Soldier. The competition lasted until 2000 when in 1993 it switched to focus on the Bomberman games instead, since shoot 'em ups were pretty much dying out and Bomberman was now Hudson's hot property. There was one more shoot 'em up for the Famicom that participated in the contest, but we'll get to that one in '87, where it was called Hector 87. But I do bring up this Caravan Festival not for what it was, but for what it produced. An anime OVA called Running Boy Star Soldier no Hitmitsu. I'd say it's about some kid participating in the festival, but from skimming through scenes on YouTube it eventually somehow leads to the kid actually being in a Star Soldier simulation. So after that animated Super Mario Bros. Movie, Star Soldier may be the second video game to have a movie based on a specific game title. Or the first, I don't know when either movie was released. But enough with that, Hudson made a game here to be enjoyed, so how is it? Well, it's pretty good. Of course, I'm not that into shoot 'em ups, but I know quality when I see it. If you need me to sum it up, it's Star Force, only bigger and better, and with legit power-ups this time, thank God. I think we can all agree that this kicks the ass of Star Force's auto-fire power-up. I'll be glad when shoot 'em ups fall out of popularity and I don't have to cite Star Force and its pitiful power-up every episode. Now, it's a great game, but there are some weak points. Number one, the difficulty, which is just par for the course of shoot 'em ups, I know, but this one feels just as hard as the original Star Force. Speaking of difficulty, some of the enemies' bullets camouflage itself in the background, making them hard to dodge. Thanks for that, Hudson. And my last complaint is both a blessing and a curse. You can hide yourself behind these, I don't know, construction sites in space, so when you're hidden, you won't get hurt by any enemies. But on the other hand, you can't shoot either. So you'd think you'd use them as an easy way to avoid the battlefield, but how you end up behind them is not actually projected very well. You try to do it yourself, but nothing happens. Why couldn't you make it more obvious, like red ones you fly over, but blue ones you fly under? It'd be that simple. But the only reason I'm complaining is that when I end up flying underneath and I'm so focused on shooting down an enemy, I'm not damaging it anymore, and I don't realize that until I'm exposed and smack face first into the enemy I'm trying to destroy. But even with that, I still give Star Soldier a thumbs up. I think Hudson has finally made the definitive Star Force clone, so hopefully other companies will stop trying. This game did manage to find itself in the West, not under Hudson, but by Taxon. Taxon is a very odd publisher that publishes basically the table scraps of the Famicom library. Games that didn't really need to get a Western release, but it's really all they got to publish. They did manage to put out some original titles of their own around 1991 that are actually fondly remembered by NES aficionados. So we do have that to look forward to in the future.